Hey, car enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of automobiles. Today, we're exploring a seismic shift in the car industry: the unstoppable rise of Chinese automotive brands like BYD, Jeacoo, MG, and Skywell. These companies are no longer just local names. They're dominating markets from Europe to Australia, challenging giants like Tesla, Volkswagen, and Toyota. If you're curious about how China became a global automotive powerhouse, why their electric vehicles are so affordable, and what this means for the future of driving, you're in the right place. Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's take a deep dive into the Chinese automotive revolution. How did China transform from producing budget cars to leading the global electric vehicle race? In the early 2000s, Chinese cars were often dismissed as low-quality knockoffs, appealing only for their low prices. By 2025, China has become the world's largest car market and the top exporter of new vehicles, surpassing Germany in 2023 with exports to over 95 countries. This remarkable turnaround stems from a combination of massive government investment, rapid technological innovation, and a strategic focus on electric vehicles, or EVs. The Made in China 2025 initiative, launched in 2015, funneled billions into EV technology, battery production, and charging infrastructure. China now boasts over 2 million public charging stations, more than the rest of the world combined. Chinese brands have leveraged this ecosystem to produce affordable, high-quality vehicles, from compact EVs to luxury SUVs, that are now sold in markets as diverse as Brazil, Russia, Australia, and the European Union. In 2024, China exported 5.2 million vehicles, a 30% increase from the previous year, cementing its position as a global leader. Today, we'll spotlight four key players: BYD, Jeacoo, MG, and Skywell, to understand how they're driving this revolution and reshaping the automotive landscape. Let's start with BYD, which stands for Build Your Dreams. Founded in 1995 as a battery manufacturer, BYD entered the automotive industry in 2003 and has since become a global juggernaut. In 2024, BYD sold an impressive 4.3 million vehicles worldwide, a 41% jump from 2023, overtaking Tesla as the world's leading EV manufacturer. Their flagship model, the BYD Seagull, is a compact EV priced under $10,000 in China, offering a 250-mile range, a sleek design, and features like a 10-inch touchscreen, voice-activated controls, and advanced driver assist systems. The Seagull's affordability and quality have made it a global hit, particularly in markets like Southeast Asia and Latin America. BYD's success is driven by vertical integration. They produce their own batteries, electric motors, and semiconductors, which reduces costs and ensures supply chain stability. Their proprietary blade battery, a lithium iron phosphate design, is safer and more durable than traditional batteries, giving BYD a competitive edge. In 2025, BYD achieved a milestone by outselling Tesla in Europe, with a 59% surge in EV sales in April, driven by models like the Atto 3, a compact SUV, and the Dolphin, a family-friendly hatchback. BYD is aggressively expanding globally, with new factories in Brazil, Thailand, Indonesia, Hungary, Mexico, and Turkey to bypass trade barriers and meet soaring demand. Beyond EVs, BYD's plug-in hybrids, like the Qin Plus and Song Pro, hold a 29.3% share of China's new energy vehicle market as of March 2025, appealing to regions where charging infrastructure is still developing. BYD's diverse lineup, from budget-friendly cars to premium models like the Han EV, which boasts a 400-mile range and a luxurious interior, showcases their versatility. What do you think of BYD's meteoric rise? Would you drive a Seagull or a Han? Drop a comment below and let us know. Next, let's explore Jeacoo, a fresh brand from Chery, one of China's oldest and most respected automakers. Launched in 2023, Jeacoo targets young, adventure-seeking drivers with rugged, tech-packed SUVs designed for both urban and off-road use. The Jeacoo 7, their flagship model, is a hybrid SUV that combines a bold exterior with a premium interior, featuring a panoramic sunroof, a 360-degree camera, and Level 2 autonomous driving capabilities. Available in hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and gasoline variants, the Jeacoo 7 has gained traction in markets like Russia, Brazil, South Africa, and the Middle East, where Chery has exported over 2 million vehicles since 2010. In Brazil, for example, the Jeacoo 7's plug-in hybrid version is popular for its 50-mile electric-only range and off-road prowess, making it a versatile choice for diverse terrains. Chery's strategy with Jeacoo is to capture the premium SUV market, competing with established brands like Toyota's RAV4 and Jeep's Cherokee. Jeacoo's vehicles are built on Chery's T1X platform, which ensures durability and modularity, allowing the brand to adapt models for different markets. While Jeacoo is still establishing its global footprint, Chery has ambitious plans to bring the brand to Europe and Australia by 2026, with a lineup that includes electric and hybrid SUVs. Jeacoo's blend of style, technology, and affordability, priced 15 to 20% lower than Western competitors, makes it a compelling option. Have you seen a Jeacoo on the road yet? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us if it's a brand you'd consider. Now, let's talk about MG, a brand with a storied British heritage that's been reborn under Chinese ownership. Acquired by SAIC Motor in 2007, MG has transformed into a global EV powerhouse, blending British design cues with Chinese manufacturing efficiency. In 2024, MG sold 130,000 vehicles in Europe, capturing an 11% share of the European EV market in June, making it one of the top-selling brands in the UK, France, and Germany. The MG4 EV is a standout, offering a 270-mile range, agile handling, and a price tag that undercuts rivals like the Volkswagen ID.3 by nearly 25%. Its compact design, fast charging capability, and features like a 7-inch digital dashboard have made it a favorite among urban drivers. MG's lineup extends beyond EVs to include plug-in hybrids like the HS PHEV and the Cyberster, an electric sports car with a convertible roof and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of under 3 seconds. The Cyberster, launched in 2024, has drawn comparisons to classic British roadsters like the MGB, but with cutting-edge EV technology. SAIC's strategy with MG is to leverage its British badge to build trust while offering vehicles at competitive prices, often 20% lower than European or Japanese equivalents. However, EU tariffs of 17 to 35% on Chinese EVs have pushed MG to focus on hybrids, which now account for two-thirds of their European sales. MG is also expanding in Australia, India, and Southeast Asia, with plans to enter the US market by 2027 through local production partnerships. Their success shows how Chinese brands can use legacy names to gain global traction while delivering modern technology. Would you buy an MG EV or the Cyberster? Let us know in the comments. Yes, no, or maybe. Skywell is the dark horse of this group, but it's quickly gaining momentum. Founded in 2017, Skywell focuses on electric SUVs and commercial vehicles, emphasizing luxury and sustainability. Their flagship ET5 SUV, also marketed as the B11 in some regions, offers a 400-mile range, a premium interior with vegan leather seats, and advanced features like adaptive cruise control and a 12-inch infotainment screen. Priced significantly lower than competitors like the Tesla Model Y, the ET5 has found success in Europe, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. In 2024, Skywell exported 15,000 vehicles, a 200% increase from 2022, reflecting its rapid growth. Skywell's commercial EVs, such as electric buses used in cities across Asia and Europe, highlight their versatility. For example, their electric buses in Singapore have reduced carbon emissions by 10% on key routes. Skywell's competitive edge comes from China's efficient supply chain, allowing them to offer premium features at budget-friendly prices. The company is investing heavily in autonomous driving, with plans to introduce Level 3 self-driving features in their 2026 models. Skywell is also targeting Latin America and Africa, with a new factory planned in Colombia by 2027. Their upcoming electric pickup, designed for markets like Australia, could challenge models like the BYD Shark. Skywell's blend of affordability and innovation makes it a brand to watch. What's your take on the Skywell ET5, hot or not? Drop your vote in the comments. Why are Chinese brands like BYD, Jeacoo, MG, and Skywell dominating the global market? First, affordability is a major factor. Chinese EVs are typically 20 to 30% cheaper than Western rivals due to lower labor costs, in-house production, and government subsidies. For instance, BYD's Seagull is less than half the price of a Tesla Model 3 in China, yet offers comparable features. Second, China controls over 75% of the global lithium-ion battery supply chain, with companies like BYD and CATL producing their own batteries for cost and quality control. CATL's next-generation batteries, expected by 2026, promise a 500-mile range at a 15% lower cost. Third, government support has been pivotal. China's EV subsidies, tax incentives, and 2 million charging stations have created a robust ecosystem. Fourth, Chinese brands are expanding globally, with factories in over 10 countries to bypass tariffs and meet local demand. BYD's plant in Hungary, for example, produces 200,000 vehicles annually for the European market. Finally, innovation sets Chinese brands apart. From AI-powered dashboards to over-the-air software updates, their vehicles rival premium brands. The BYD Han EV, for instance, features a heads-up display, voice-activated controls, and a panoramic glass roof, competing with luxury models like the BMW i4. These factors have positioned Chinese brands as leaders in value, scale, and technology. The rise of Chinese automakers hasn't been without challenges. In the US, 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs have blocked brands like BYD, with policymakers citing threats to local manufacturers. In Europe, tariffs of 17 to 35% have impacted sales, though brands like MG are adapting by focusing on hybrids and building local factories. Labor and environmental concerns also pose issues. Reports of harsh working conditions at some Chinese factories and the environmental impact of battery production have drawn scrutiny. Chinese brands are responding by adopting stricter labor standards and investing in sustainable practices, such as BYD's use of recycled materials in battery production. Perception remains a hurdle. Despite quality improvements, some consumers still view Chinese cars as cheap rather than value-driven. Brands like MG counter this with premium designs and marketing that emphasizes global appeal. Navigating these challenges will be crucial for sustained growth, but Chinese brands are showing resilience by adapting to market demands and investing in transparency. What's next for Chinese automakers? The future is bright but competitive. BYD aims to sell 5 million vehicles by 2026, with new models like the Shark pickup targeting markets like Australia, Mexico, and South Africa. The Shark, with its 300-mile range and rugged design, is already gaining buzz as a rival to the Ford Ranger. Jeacoo is developing a full EV lineup, including a compact SUV to compete with the BYD Dolphin, and plans to launch in Europe and Australia by 2026. MG's Cyberster is set to get a high-performance variant by 2027, potentially with a 500 horsepower motor, aiming to redefine electric sports cars. Skywell is betting big on autonomous tech, with Level 3 self-driving features planned for 2026 and a new electric pickup for markets like Australia. Chinese brands are also advancing battery technology. Solid-state batteries, which offer double the range and faster charging, are in development at companies like CATL and BYD, with commercial rollout expected by 2028. By 2027, Chinese automakers plan to open more factories in Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia to localize production and reduce costs. However, competition is intensifying. Tesla's price cuts, Volkswagen's ID.2 compact EV, and Toyota's new hybrid lineup could challenge Chinese brands. Still, with their cost advantage, rapid innovation, and global reach, companies like BYD and MG are well-positioned to lead. What's your prediction? Will Chinese brands dominate the global market or face stiff competition? Share your thoughts below. From budget players to global giants, Chinese automakers like BYD, Jeacoo, MG, and Skywell have transformed the car industry. Their affordable EVs, cutting-edge technology, and bold expansion plans are reshaping how and where we drive. Whether you're a Tesla fan, a traditionalist, or rooting for the underdog, one thing's clear. The future of cars is electric, and China's leading the charge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Want more on EVs or the auto industry? Check out our playlist linked below. And let us know, what Chinese car would you drive? See you in the next video.